All right, we are recording. There we go.
Come in.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Sharma with Neil TSP.
Nikki Garza, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Is it alright if I grab a seat?
Go ahead.
Awesome. Here's my business card, so in case you have any other comments,
you.
questions after this meeting, you can feel free to reach out to me. Is it okay if I take some notes?
Go right ahead.
Great. So I'm glad we finally got a chance to sit down today to discuss salon biz. I'm really excited to find out how we can work with such a great resort as yours. How are things going down there?
Things are good. I mean, we're expecting a lot more business now that the gates are open between Cuba and the United States. So we're expecting a lot more visitors, and so that should be really good for business. And
Good.
we've got such a good resort that I'm thrilled to be able to share it with more people.
Awesome. I didn't really hear much from Raphael when I spoke with him on the phone. It was very brief. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your role as the salon and spa manager?
Yeah, I'm the manager of one of the salon and spas. We've got 10 total within the association that Raphael runs. We work pretty close together because I run one of his spas, so that works pretty well. I've been with the company for about 12 years now.
Okay.
I love it. I mean, I'm working in a relaxation spa, so I mean,
Do you get any benefits? Like you get treatment?
I mean, if I do, I try to go to one of the different spas.
Yeah.
Because it's a little weird to
Get your employees.
have my employee give me a massage, so I don't really partake too much, but the services are there. It's nice. I mean, I can sit in one of the massage chairs, you know, the ones where they're not like touching.
When you're having a rough day, you know?
Yeah, the ones from or like a little foot bubble bath going and pedicure.
Those are great, I heard. Never had one personally.
I don't do it too frequently, but it's nice. The perks are there.
Good. It's good to hear. Well, great. To give you a little background on myself, I work with a senior account executive to introduce salon biz to existing Neil TSP clients. I have territories right here in Florida as well as Georgia, so the southeast in a sense. It's been great. I get a chance to travel. I love traveling as a salesperson. I work hand in hand with salons to help them get to that next level. Our company, Neil TSP, was actually the first one to create salon management software over 30 years ago. So we've been in the business for quite a good amount of time. We've been there, done that in that sense. Is there anyone else who should be in this meeting with us?
No, I mean, I'll report back to Raphael whenever I hear, and then we'll go from there.
Great. And do we still have 20 minutes for this meeting?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'd like to make the most of that time, and what I would like to do is just ask a couple questions about your salon.
Okay.
Give you an overview of what we have to offer, answer any questions you may have, and ultimately see if salon biz is the right move for you, in which we can set a meeting with Raphael to further discuss the benefits. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So, just to start off with a general question, what are your current business goals as manager of your salon for the upcoming year?
I mean, I'd like to increase our efficiency. We run a pretty good business. We get the majority of our revenue comes from the spa side of the things, with the waxes, manicures, pedicures. As our expected guest quantity increases, I just want to make sure that we are capable of handling that. And I'm not entirely sure whether we'll increase our staff or not, depending on what this business increase looks like for us on the spa and salon side. But
as far as efficiency, increasing your efficiency, how do you plan on going about that?
Well, we're looking for something that can, I know we were talking about your system here, you've got this management system. I'd like to have something that can have a real-time reporting system to make sure that we can keep track of our upcoming appointments and make sure that we have the right staff on hand.
So basically something to keep track of appointments that people made or you've made with clients? Okay.
Because if someone makes an appointment the night before and they want a massage, we need to make sure we have a masseuse there available for them.
Exactly.
So just to make sure that we have the right staff on hand for our customers.
Great. Do you guys currently use any software for managing your business?
I mean, we do a little bit of mixture between working on the computer and we've got our log books that we have, but it's just pretty generic. Do
you find that this current system lacks the information that you need to be as efficient as possible?
It works all right for us, but especially with the initiative of Raphael with his 10 different hotels, it definitely would be nice to have something that goes across, something that's standardized for all the hotels in the association.
Gotcha. Perfect. Going into a little bit of more in depth, do you have any inventory management system that you use?
I mean, I have my Excel file.
Excel
it
file.
works pretty well for me. The inventory side of it isn't a huge area of business.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's something that I just kind of keep track of.
Mhm.
And
Well, building off that, how do you keep track of waste? Because you want to be as efficient as possible, and a lot of products just go to waste. And how do you make sure something's always in stock? Do you just do it on the Excel sheet? Do you feel that's the most efficient process that you can have, or do
there are
you feel-
definitely better ways of doing it.
Yeah.
It's not something that I'm super focused on because I think there's other areas that I'd like to improve first
Okay.
before we can do inventory. But I mean, there's always areas to improve. So.
Well, what are those other areas that you're thinking of?
Well, definitely the appointment confirmation to make sure that we can have something that's confirming our appointments, maybe via smartphone with
Okay.
our guests. That way we can reduce the amount of no-shows that we have.
Okay, so no-show seems to be a big problem that you're having
We
currently.
have a decent bit of no-shows, and it's tough because you are paying this person hourly to be there to give massages, and then there's nobody getting the massage.
And since this results on loss of clients
Mhm.
and frustrated hairstylists, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so definitely no-shows are always going to happen, but to be
Yeah.
aware of them and to confirm with your client the day before and make sure that they know and are reminded of their appointments.
Okay. And building off that, what kind of CRM system do you have with your clients? I know you want an appointment system in a sense, but how do you manage those relationships outside of the salon? How do you keep their contact information or anything?
We have a system on our computer that keeps track of their phone number, the service that they received, things like that. But most of our business isn't necessarily repeat business, as we are a hotel and resort, unless they're visiting very frequently to hotels and resorts. It's usually new clients. And you'll have some repeats, but it's not an area that we're focusing on.
Okay. Moving on from that, going to the reporting side, I know you wanted time reporting so you have an idea of when people can come in.
Yes.
You want something mobile, and you also want something to handle no-shows so you know to keep track of it. But the reporting I'm speaking of is about your business in general.
Okay.
Your top performers, how each stylist is doing. Do you have any sort of system for that?
Not particularly. I kind of know from the feedback that I get from our customers who the superstars are, but we make sure that all of our employees are top quality, and so I'm not really concerned that one is lagging behind another.
And as for training and information, say you have a question about how something works, how does that go about in business? How are stylists trained, I guess you can ask as the first question.
Well, they have to be certified. We've got a certification process, and
Okay.
it's just based on experiences and things like that.
And then marketing communications, do you handle that as well?
No, I do
No?
not.
Okay, so basically what I've understood is that you want to deal with something with time reporting, you want to improve that process, you want something that's mobile, aka cloud, which is what Raphael referenced to. You also want to improve the no-shows in a sense. Is that everything?
I just want to make sure that this system that we're talking about is bilingual. It does have bilingual capabilities.
It sure does, yes.
Okay, because we're speaking in English. But
Of course, yeah, and we want to bring it to Cuba as well, so.
yeah. So and then I'd like to make sure it has a positive ROI as well.
Positive ROI, yeah. I have some testimonials that show people how people have had millions of dollars of returns.
Wow.
From using our business for a couple of years, and they've experienced a lot of success with it. So I can take that to our presentation here. So let me pull up my handy dandy little iPad. So this is Salon Biz, just a brief overview of the product. The first thing we can cover is cloud-based. So you wanted something on mobile.
Yes.
Cloud-based, are you familiar with the cloud?
A little bit.
A little bit, basically. If you can access something at work, you can access it from your mobile phone, a tablet. You don't have to be in the office. You can access it from anywhere, pretty much, on the website, at home. And this will help with a lot of those no-shows. Sometimes people can't get to a computer, and they're like, man, I really need to cancel this appointment. There's no other way. With a cloud-based platform, they can do it from their mobile phone, or if they're at work, they can do it on their computer. They don't have to walk into the store to say that.
Okay.
For this entire system, it's easy to set up. You have 4 hours from the start of installation to when you're fully up and running. So it's nothing that's too complicated. It's not technology that's over your head. It's fully functional appointment booking. So you get to see a graph of how to schedule your day for your stylist. You have someone coming in at 8 a.m., you have a break, and then you have the rest of the day filled. This will reduce the amount of confusion that you're experiencing with no-shows. And then this as well is also available through the cloud. So you can be at home, you're like, man, someone just called off. Let me see their appointments from your tablet at home in your comfort of your home. Contacts, notes, and history, and custom service times and prices. These are something that you already have, you said, with your CRM system, but you can look at this as an upgrade. This allows you to keep track of a lot more things. That way you can make the visit a lot more personable, let's say next time they visit, because I know you guys might have a local client base, people who live in Cuba, for example, that come to your salon. This can take it to the next level and increase that traffic, word of mouth. How does that sound?
Sounds good so far. One thing that I'm concerned with is that the internet isn't always consistent in Cuba. So how would that work? Is this cloud-based system going to be reliable for us?
No, it's on a central database, so it's on our servers. Okay. So no matter where you are, you can access it here if you're here in business in Orlando. You can access your account that's in Cuba if you wanted to.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Great. So moving on a little bit. Let's go down here. If you wanted to upgrade what you currently have for inventory management, I know you're using an Excel sheet, but there are a lot more streamlined ways that you can use it to make your life a little easier, saving time and allowing you to dedicate your resources to a lot more important things, like a whole bunch of people coming to your salon in the next 6 months or so.
Yeah. Well, our salon has over 100 suppliers, so I mean, there's no way your system can track all of those.
I think there might be a way we can integrate it. We do it by products.
Okay.
So any products that you provide on your shelves, we should be able to scan the barcode into the system, and from there you can keep track of, wow, this is an item that's selling in the month. This is an item I should hold back in ordering because we haven't sold one in the past 3 months, for example. Your stylist, people come in, they're like, man, I really want to use this product because you just made my hair with it. You want to have that product in stock for them at any given time. So marketing, you said you don't handle that?
No.
In a sense. So we do have an option for that. You can run ad campaigns. Lost clients, you can try and win them back. Put a blank page there. Some more marketing. And then reports. So do you have any questions so far?
I mean, it sounds a little bit complicated. I don't know how my employees would be able to learn all of that.
I agree. It sounds complicated first, but the point of the software is to make your life easier. So they will only see certain parts of it. You'll see the whole picture. And as I said in the beginning of the presentation, it's only 4 hours from start to it's fully implemented. It's going to take, with anything, it takes some time to adjust, but it's going to make the process so much easier and smoother that once this influx of tourists come in, you will be able to handle it. We want to be able to give you that capacity to handle it instead of you losing clients because, oh, this place is packed, I'm not going to go here. Reports, something that's really important to you. You can pull pretty much anything you want. As far as the client goes, management, you have different reports on how your employees are doing. Sales, who's doing the best, who's doing the worst. Maybe you can reward them for the amount of hard effort they'll be putting in. This is a report more in depth. It shows you the product that they were sold, service discounts, their average ticket price, which is the total amount that they sold that person, including products, services, whatever. And then there's human resources things, but here's mobile booking. Here's an example of it. It shows the stats of what they use, the average cost that they use, the history that they've had with the client, and it's for both sides. It's for the owners and the managers, and then for the client as well. They can see, hey, this is my stylist. They're open on these dates. I'd like to go in on that day and this time because they're open. Does that answer your objection or your question about time reporting?
Yeah. Do you know of any other hotels that are using that system?
There are a few other hotels. I don't know the names off the top of my head.
Okay.
And tablet access, so you can update your client contact details, check guests in, so when they show up to your store, you check them in so you can get rid of those no-shows a lot quicker.
Okay.
Online booking, like I said, it's mobile, so you can do it on your tablet, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your PC, wherever you have access to it, it'll increase traffic and it will reduce those no-shows because just as you can book, you can reduce the ability of people to cancel. And then, are you familiar with the credit card rates that you're currently paying, or no?
No, I'm not.
That's probably a conversation for Raphael.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we probably can help you out in that department as well. So in that case, based on what I provided with you today, do you think a conversation with Raphael would be productive?
Yeah, I'd like to get with him and discuss all the different things that we've talked about here and this information and see what he thinks.
Okay. Do you think we could set up a meeting with the three of us, or just Raphael and I, in the next couple of weeks?
I'd like to talk to him first, just to kind of go over the different things before we set a meeting.
Okay. Is there anything else that I could help you with that's preventing you from, like, setting that meeting today, or?
I mean, it sounds a little bit expensive. There's a lot of aspects there. It just seems.
Yeah, and that's where I bring out the ROI. There's actually Adam Kate Wright, and you can read it for yourself, or I agree with that. But they've helped us fill pretty much all of our business streams. In the first 5 or 6 years, we were able to grow about $1 million a year. You want ROI, $1 million a year is quite the return on investment.
Yeah, that's
as far
a
as
lot
that
of money.
goes. So, with the tourism coming up pretty quickly, I want you guys to be able to capitalize on that. The longer we delay, the more you'll miss out on those things. So do you think we can get a meeting in the next couple of weeks?
Let me speak with him, and then we'll give you a call as soon as I have a meeting with him one-on-one.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Share about this. Should have probably a good time that it's done.
Yeah, just because I don't touch that thing. I don't trust myself.
Oh yeah, not this Friday. Not this Friday. Yeah.
Thank you. One more to go.
Yeah.
One more. No, you're done.